I believe the honourable Leader of the Opposition wants to rise on a point of personal privilege.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I was elected to this House in 2004 at the ripe old age of 25. In many ways, I grew up in this chamber. Some may say I haven't yet grown up, but I was barely out of university, newly married with our first child on the way. Since then, I've had 5 beautiful children, and my firstborn is now 14. He's all arms and legs, and I think he's going to be taller than me very soon, Mr. Speaker. I've logged many hours flying back and forth from Regina and Ottawa and all across this wonderful country. And alongside my friends in the Conservative caucus, we've accomplished a lot on both the government and opposition side of the benches. And most importantly, we've kept our party united and strong.
Hear, hear.
Which is why today I felt it was appropriate to speak to my friends and colleagues in the House of Commons about one of the most difficult decisions I have ever made. I just informed my colleagues in the Conservative caucus that I will be resigning as the leader of the Conservative Party of Canada. And I have asked the Conservative Party National Council, I will be asking the Conservative Party National Council to immediately begin the process of organizing a leadership election. As our party embarks on this exciting opportunity, electing a new Conservative leader and Canada's next Prime Minister, I intend to stay on as leader of the party and the official opposition. Serving as leader of the party that I love so much has been the opportunity and challenge of a lifetime. And this was not a decision I came to lightly. This was a decision I came to after many long, hard conversations with friends and family over the past 2 months since the election campaign. This has been an incredible challenge for our family to keep up with the pace that is required to lead a caucus and a party into a general election. And my wife, Jill, has been absolutely heroic.
Hear, hear.
But in order to chart the course ahead, this party, this movement, needs someone who can give 100% to the efforts. And after some conversations with my kids, my loved ones, I felt it was time to put my family first. Our Conservative team is always stronger when we are united. When fiscal Conservatives, Red Tories, Social Conservatives, Libertarians, Quebec Nationalists, Conservatives in rural Canada and urban Canada, in the East and West come together, great things happen.
Hear, hear.
We elect strong Conservative governments that deliver lower taxes, smaller government, more freedom, and stronger human rights. The party that we've all built together is far too important for one individual. Our party is not a cult of personality. It's not shaped by whoever's name is on the masthead, but by the hundreds of thousands of Conservatives who pound in lawn signs, sit on their riding associations, and donate a few dollars every month. And as our party begins to embark on this exciting opportunity, electing a new leader, my only ask to my fellow Conservatives is this: let's stay united.
Hear, hear.
Let's stay focused on our one shared goal and our one shared priority: to deliver a strong Conservative government who can unite our country and make life better for all Canadians. for the oil worker out of a job, for the senior who is choosing between heating and eating, and for Canada's position on the world stage. I believe in this party. I believe in our movement. I believe that we will be the government after the next election. I got involved as a teen because I love this party. I ran because I love this party, and I ran for leader because I wanted to help this party. I will continue to serve my Conservative caucus. I will continue to serve the great people in the fantastic riding of Regina Capel. I'm proud of what we've accomplished during my time as leader. We kept our party united and strong. We knocked the Liberals down to a minority. We increased seats all over this country. Whoever the hundreds of thousands of Conservatives across the country choose to lead our party into the next election, that person will have my 100% support.
Hear, hear.
And my message to the Prime Minister and the Liberals in this House is this. During this leadership election, there will be no free rides in the House of Commons. We've already hit the ground running. We had a 1,000% batting average for a brief period of time Tuesday evening. We might see if we can increase that batting average. But we are going to continue to be here every single day to represent our constituents, perform our duties as parliamentarians, to put Canadians and Canada first. I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker, for indulging me in the statement. I want to thank my colleagues in the Conservative Party. Merci beaucoup. C'était l'honneur de ma vie professionnelle d'être chef de le Parti conservateur. Et je remercie tous mes collègues pour l'appui et leur confiance pendant les dernières 3 années. J'ai pris cette décision parce que c'est meilleur pour notre parti. I've made this decision because it's the best thing for our party. Our party needs someone who can give everything they've got. And I've always been honest with my colleagues. I've always been honest with everybody. I know that the road ahead, the stress that would put on my family, I can't give them that 100% assurance. So I know the next person will, and I know I can speak on behalf of all our team that the next leader of this party will have the support required from these benches to make sure we are successful in the next election.
Je vais attendre qu'ils ont fini. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I know there will be many more moments for us to reflect and celebrate the dedication and service that the member opposite has offered and continues to offer to Canadians in his work as an MP for Regina Capel, in his work as former Speaker of the House, and in his work as leader of the Conservative Party of Canada. I know thoughts first and foremost are for family. I want to salute Jill and recognize his kids who I know better than most have made significant sacrifices to see their father take on a leadership position like this, and we deeply, deeply appreciate it. I know from the many conversations I've had over the years with the Honourable Leader that he sees very much the way I and so many others see our responsibilities as parents, being good parents to our kids in a similar way, that we are politicians, we are in this House, not in spite of having kids, but because we have kids and are dedicated to building a better world for them with everything we have. And I respect that deeply of him and thank him for that focus on a better future for his kids. Je veux aussi souligner qu'il y a peu de gens qui savent les défis et les opportunités, mais aussi les embûches et les barrières qui existent quand on essaye et quand on est un leader d'un parti divers et national comme le Parti conservateur ou le Parti libéral. We have a collection of MPs who are focused on representing their constituents, on serving their constituents, that it is always a challenge and an incredibly rewarding experience to work with as leader. And I know that for all the challenges, it is an extraordinary privilege that is enriching and wonderful. And I know that the member opposite has shown tremendous strength and compassion as he has done that through tragedies, difficulties, victories, and more challenging moments. And I very much wish him all the very, very best in his next and exciting steps, whatever they be there here in the House or beyond. I want to thank him deeply for his service to Canada on behalf of all Canadians, on behalf of all Liberals, and I know there are many more conversations to have. But thank you, Andrew, for the work you're doing.
Biennial Chambly. Yes, yes, sir. L'honorable député de Belleuil-Chambly.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Nous sommes tous des parlementaires, indépendamment des partis et des idées dont nous sommes les porteurs. Et je nourris la certitude, Monsieur le Président, que tous les gens qui s'engagent en politique le font pour de bonnes raisons. Et ce n'est pas un parcours facile. Et c'est un parcours qui demande un certain nombre de choses, qui demande un engagement de tous les instants, ce que chaque personne dans cette Chambre comprend très bien. C'est aussi un parcours qui demande un courage. Et on aura beau avoir des différences d'opinion, plus des opinions sont marquées, plus ils sont portés par du courage, par le contraire du compromis et de la compromission, par la volonté que des opinions différentes et divergentes, en s'affrontant de façon amicale en démocratie, n'en viennent à faire émerger ce qui est le meilleur pour les gens, pour les Canadiennes, les Canadiens, les Québécoises et les Québécois. J'ai confiance que ces différences de vue-là ont alimenté la réflexion des gens et j'ai la certitude que le député a fait un travail exceptionnel à cet égard-là. Les rencontres assez rares que nous avons eues ont toujours été marquées d'une cordialité sans faille, que je salue avec amitié. Je suis profondément convaincu, malgré des opinions autres, que tout ce qui a été fait l'a été pour le bien des gens, avec une sincérité absolue. J'ai assez peu d'expérience comme dirigeant de parti politique, mais juste assez pour savoir qu'il y a des moments exaltants et assurément des moments difficiles. Je souhaite seulement de tout cœur qu'au lendemain d'une décision probablement difficile, chaque jour qui la suivra apportera la paix et la certitude que cette décision était la bonne. Et dans l'intervalle, je réitère mon amitié.
The honourable member for Burnaby South.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. I also want to add my voice and acknowledge the cordiality in the chamber today and acknowledge the solidarity in recognizing the difficulty that public life presents and the challenges that it presents. And I want to thank the leader of Her Majesty's official opposition for taking up that mantle, for being in public service, for not only being the leader of the official opposition, but also a speaker and also representing the riding of Regina Capel. It's a big sacrifice. And I know the member knows that very well, and I know his family knows that very well. I want to also acknowledge what the Prime Minister alluded to, the idea that you're not only representing and working for the benefit of people and people of your riding, but I really enjoyed the sentiment and the spirit behind the idea that you're doing this for a better future for your kids. And I know that's true for you, and I know that's true for the Prime Minister, and hopefully one day true for me too. I just want to take a moment to touch on what the leader of the third party mentioned. C'est clair qu'on va avoir des différences d'opinion, mais ce qui nous rassemble, c'est cette idée qu'on travaille pour le bien commun. Et peut-être on a des approches différentes, mais il y a une sensibilité qui, je pense et j'espère qu'on partage dans cette Chambre, c'est comment on peut agir pour aider monsieur, madame, tout le monde. Comment on peut changer les politiques et comment on peut régler les enjeux pour aider du monde. Et je sais que ça, c'est quelque chose qui nous rassemble. And I think that's something that we all share together in this chamber. Again, it's a very difficult decision to take. And I want to acknowledge the hard work that you put in all your roles and the years of service that you've provided. And I think we speak as a united voice in acknowledging that and thanking you for your service. and thanking all members in this chamber for taking up that mantle. But today is a day to acknowledge the Leader of the Opposition and thank him for his service and his contribution to political life in Canada. Thank you. Merci.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I won't abuse the indulgence that you've given me today, but I do want to sincerely thank the other party leaders. Thank you very much to the Prime Minister for his kind words. I believe our children are of the same ages, so if there is one person who knows the challenges and the difficult decisions that need to be made when balancing public and private life, it would be the Prime Minister. And I've always appreciated our opportunities to chat briefly about how our respective families are holding up during the pressure and the grind that this life places on parliamentarians. Je veux remercier aussi le chef du bloc. On n'a pas travaillé ensemble pour très, très longtemps, mais comme il a dit, je trouve toutes nos réunions, toutes nos discussions basées sur le respect. Et je remercie le bloc pour ses paroles aussi. Et thank you very much to the Leader of the NDP as well. We've crossed paths several times throughout the years at various events together, and I've always found when we put partisan differences aside, there's a great deal of mutual respect for people of all different parties, because we do come to this place. We are all motivated. We might disagree on what it is that we think should be done for Canada, but we all agree on the motivations, and that is to make Canada a better place. And
Hear, hear.
I truly do believe that, and each one of us makes tremendous sacrifices to that. If the Prime Minister won't mind a little bit of good-natured ribbing, obviously debates can be heated and fiery, and we do like to point out successes, and we are very proud of what we accomplished in the last election. We fell short of our goal, but someone has pointed out, I haven't fact-checked this yet, but I'm going to go check on this, but I believe I'm the first person in Canadian history to get more votes than a Trudeau. So.
Going on a high note.
Yeah, couldn't resist. And I do intend to serve the constituents of Regina Qu'Appelle for the near future, and it has always been when I was 25, the highest goal I set for myself was to be the best member of Parliament that I could be for the constituents of Regina Qu'Appelle, and I look forward to doing that and devoting more time to doing that. As for future positions in this House, those are discussions for another day. I doubt that I will become the Grover Cleveland of speakers, and that's probably not going to be in the cards. Mais une fois encore, merci à tous mes collègues parlementaires. Thank you so much for your kind words today. They are heartfelt, and I know that we all go back to our homes in our ridings and deal with many of the same struggles, no matter where we're from or what party we represent. Alors, je veux remercier encore, and I will see you at 2:15.